I kicked my friend out of my house for charging me rent. She called the police to move her stuff, but the officer arrested her instead. My friend Maya and I had been close since college a few months ago. She went through a rough breakup and needed a place to stay immediately. I have a 3-bedroom house, and I live alone, so I immediately offered her the spare room, rent-free. Until she got back on her feet, I told her the only rule was that she cover her own groceries and keep the spare bathroom clean. Everything was fine for the first month. She was grateful, quiet, and seemed determined to find a new place. At the beginning of the second month, Maya started acting entitled. She stopped cleaning up after herself, and one morning, she left a neatly typed itemized bill on my kitchen counter. The bill was titled Shared Services Fee, and it totaled $350. It included fees for things like use of common area TV per hour, wear and tear on washing machine per load, and daily shower utility fee. I was stunned. I brought the bill to her and asked, "What is this? This is my house, and I offered you a free place to live." Maya just shrugged. "Well, you don't expect me to live here for free forever, do you? I'm just calculating my half of the household expenses and compensating you fairly." I looked at the line item for kitchen counter usage fee. She was charging me to use my own counter. I calmly informed her that this arrangement was over. "I gave you a rent-free room out of kindness. You are now attempting to charge me to use my own washing machine. You have 24 hours to get your things and leave." Maya exploded. She called me selfish, unsupportive, and an awful friend. She claimed I was evicting her illegally and destroying her credit score. She said she wouldn't move until I apologized and agreed to her shared services fee. 24 hours later, she hadn't moved a single box. I changed the locks on the main door. About an hour later, 2 police officers knocked. Maya was standing behind them, crying dramatically. She illegally evicted me and won't let me get my personal property. I explained the situation simply. I offered a grace period for a house guest. That grace period ended. She is not a tenant, and she is charging me rent to use my own house. I just need her to retrieve her things. One of the officers, Officer Rodriguez, asked Maya for her ID to confirm the house guest status. Maya hesitated, looking terrified. Officer Rodriguez ran the ID, then looked back at Maya with a completely different expression. He put his hand on his sidearm. "Maya," he said calmly, "I'm afraid you won't be retrieving any property today. You have an outstanding warrant for felony theft in Lakeview County." My mouth dropped open. Maya shrieked, "This is not fair! You can't do this!" The officer ignored her, read her rights, and cuffed her right there in my front lawn. She was arrested for felony theft related to her old job, the reason she probably broke up with her boyfriend and needed a crash pad in the first place. The other officer helped me take her belongings out to the curb for a relative to collect. The absurdity of it all was overwhelming. She tried to scam her only real friend by charging me $350 for utilities I owned, and the immediate consequence was her arrest. That was the last time I offered a rent-free room to anyone, but it was absolutely the most satisfying eviction I've ever witnessed.